This right here, this old Panasonic VHS-C video camera is the very first camera I used to start making videos. This was the dawn. Now, I used this probably right around middle school is when I kind of started using it. I started making videos with my friends, tried to, use this old thing. I used and reused like 2 tapes that my mom had extra. Stole this from her basically, and as far as I can tell, it doesn't really work anymore, but I really got my mileage out of it. I dropped it a couple times. There's still video up on my old YouTube channel, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to make a video as I'm kind of trying to start some YouTube stuff this year. Just kind of go through the cameras that I'm using, the gear that I'm using for, kind of starting a YouTube channel in 2025. Now, what I'm filming on right now is actually my iPhone SE. Super cheap. It was the cheapest thing I could get at the Verizon store, and it's basically what I've used for all my videos that I've made up until this point. Actually, out in the garage, like it's in a fake OtterBox case, like it's safe. Using it to film all the stuff out in the garage. I'm basically just using the SE, and it's been great for that. I would say convenient, mostly convenient. At least good enough for me right now. I hope to come up with something a little bit better for kind of this talking head style video, which I kind of have a lot more like this planned. Now, this microphone I'm using, it is a wired microphone that I got on Amazon. It was like $8 or $10, something like that. It's a little bit better than what the iPhone has to offer and probably won't be great in the long run. It works actually really good for me sitting here talking at a camera. I tried a couple other microphones and they just didn't sound as good as this one, or they're kind of like rattly and stuff. Like, here, let me show you. Got this other plug-in microphone that looks like a tiny little, like karaoke microphone, and I think it's really cool and all, but there's like a kind of weird sound with it, just like if I held it really still, it wouldn't make any like staticky noises or anything. This isn't as aesthetically pleasing, but it does the job. Another video camera that I'm using is my mom's other old Handycam. So this is a Sony Handycam, and I've used this just for kind of some flavorful video. I basically set this thing to the absolute lowest quality I can, and I like it. It's really cool. I found a lot of old video of me and my brother and just the family and all. I pulled it all off of this and I put it onto my computer. You don't want to lose those memories, but it's really cool to have. It's kind of a popular thing right now to have a vintage old camcorder-y kind of video. And now this is the one I'm actually most excited about. I got a new camera. Check it out. So I just picked up an Osmo Pocket 1. I just filmed with just testing it today, and I'll throw some video up on the screen of kind of my test, but I'm very excited to have this. This will be great to be out in public with, get some really, hopefully good video, hopefully a little bit better than the iPhone maybe, and I'm actually quite excited for it. It's so much smaller than I expected, and it's got the built-in gimbal, and it's got some other cool features that I don't know if I'll actually use, but I won't know until I try it out, so I'm really excited to try this out. Another thing is lighting. I don't think my lighting is very good. Let me show you what it's like without my lighting on though. This is just my room lighting without any lamps or, my window blocked or anything. And so this is the kind of lighting setup I'm using. I just have 3 lamps and then of course the string lights behind me, but it's not good. I'm gonna have to do something about this. It's been kind of fun developing a style of video and kind of what I like as a format. I want it to be fairly minimal. I don't want it to be some crazy overproduced thing. It's been fun to kind of incorporate some of my photography or some of the pictures I've collected. At the very end of the video, I basically place a film picture that I took, and I think every single picture I've put there has been a film picture. And whether it's like pictures I've taken or like slides I've collected or negatives, like a lot of the old black and white stuff was actually my great uncle's. He took in Germany as a young man. And at the very beginning, I'll kind of add in the nostalgic like film filter over like just some random video, and I'll put my kerosene room logo there. I've been on YouTube for a long time. My first video on my oldest channel has been up 14 years. Seeing how it's evolved has been really cool. It's been really neat to kind of come back to it as an adult, start making videos again, and I get that same excitement as I did when I was a kid, making videos and then going and editing them. Honestly, it's never been more accessible to anyone. Making videos has never been easier. I didn't go to school to make video. I'm a 30-year-old man now. Kind of funny coming back with basically no experience other than what I did as a kid, trying to make videos again and trying to figure out, you kind of have a completely different mindset as to what you want to do, what your videos look like. If you're going to do it for a living, it takes effort and work, and there's plenty of YouTubers who've proven that it's not an easy job. It's pretty cool to be able to come back to it. Been really interesting to see the shift in YouTube go from this really grainy thing as like digital video just became a thing that anyone could use, have their video cameras and upload to YouTube. And then of course Google's acquisition of YouTube, and then seeing how that happened. And then of course in the last couple years see kind of smaller creators up and coming and with very minimal editing, production, still being able to make YouTube work, right? I think it's a really cool thing to have, and I'd love to grow an audience, but I'm also really excited to just be doing it again for fun. It's just a fun thing to do. Obviously, I have my iPhone and a computer and a couple other little doodads, and I can make videos. I don't know if I've actually ever shared my name on YouTube. My name is Phil. I live in Duluth, Minnesota. I'm an engineer by day, a hobbyist of many different things by night and weekends. But I love photography, and I love working on cars. I love learning new skills. I've got a lot of interests. I think it's kind of fun to share them with people because there's an enthusiast for everything, and there's more than one, I guarantee it. So if you like lots of different things, maybe consider hitting like and subscribe, and I would love to hear from you in the comments section. I'm a little bit sick still. When is this cold gonna get better? This is the best time to be in Minnesota in the fall. I'm sick for it, so that's cool. Figured it's a good day to sit down and just talk at a camera for a while. One more thing, I'm also starting to sell photography prints through darkroom.com. I have the link to the website on my YouTube channel, and then also in the description of this video. I'm trying to do something a little bit more artsy with my time, a little less technical. I want to take a break from some of the technical and the mechanics and things. I want to do more photography, and I want to try to sell some prints in hopes of, at least paying for some of my gear for the film photography. So if you like art prints and want to go check that out, I'd really appreciate it. I'm hoping that there's something there you like, and like I said, everything's shot on film. I scan most of it myself, especially the medium format stuff, and then Polaroids as well. Some of the 35mm I have had scanned elsewhere, but in the background I've got one of my Stave Church photos. I've got some of my own photography hanging up here in the house, but if that's something you're into, please take a look at it, check it out. Thanks much. And also, thank you for 200 subscribers. It was just last week that I made a video thanking people for 100 subscribers, so it's been really exciting to more than double the amount of subscribers I had in a week. So very excited for that. Go check out some videos, like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it.